Hi guys, welcome back to our podcast Grim Reading Kings, where we talk about anything spooky and strange. My name is Sammy, and I am here with my co-hosts Tom and Tamsin.
Hi.
We upload our podcast every Monday, and if you want to watch us, we upload every episode to our YouTube channel every Friday. We also have a Patreon where we upload a full, uncut, unedited episode every Monday, and a Facebook page where you can join in on conversations, tell us your stories, and share your thoughts on each weekly episode. All of these are linked in our description, so please do check them all out and subscribe. And if you enjoy these stories, please give us a like and a thumbs up.
Yes, please.
Yay.
Anybody?
Thumbs up.
Yay. Well done, team. So today is our chatty episode.
I'm so sorry.
And coughing episode.
Came on over.
And we are going to be talking about like the dark side of nursery rhymes.
Dark origins of nursery rhymes.
So my name is Tom.
My name is Sammy.
And Tamsin.
Where we talk about anything and everything spooky and strange.
In this series we discuss film curses,
Dark history.
Murder mystery.
some local stories,
Shabuke.
Out right now.
That's how you kill someone.
I'm going to do a warning.
actual human skeletons.
Psychopathic tendencies.
The last thing to know is the actual injury.
Right, let's go again.
Yeah.
Got a tickly throat now.
No, wash it down with a beer. We're currently drinking Decorus today for those listening.
So, sippy viewers.
So yeah,
This is going to be
That's
cool.
not very...
Shall we get your...
it's not on the floor, is it?
Right. Give that here.
How did he... Oh, I thought that one's the one outside.
Cool. I reckon a lot of people are going to be surprised of the origins of some of these stories. I thought it was just a really nice little song,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's really not.
You were wrong.
It just explains a lot about why we become the way we become when you listen to what the nursery rhymes that we listened to, like we sang as a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's some that don't have bad origins, but they're just really creepy.
I think loads of them have been changed as well now because everyone's a flake now.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
What was it? It's not Baba Black Sheep anymore. Baba Rainbow Sheep, wasn't it? They
Yeah.
changed it.
Baba Rainbow
So
Sheep.
that makes more sense. A
Yeah.
rainbow sheep. You'll see many of those.
But what do you actually call black sheep?
Yeah, it's a
It's a black sheep, isn't it?
Yeah.
And yet we can sing songs like The Old Woman Who Swallowed a Fly,
I don't know why she swallowed a fly. We.
and then she dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fair.
She dies. She dies.
That's so dark.
But we can't say black sheep.
No.
I think that's how, as well, back in the day, people got over bad things. Like some of they're just songs about trying to cheer people up after like bad events, aren't they?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
great idea for a song.
To warn you of the things
Yeah.
that can happen.
Exactly.
Look at that face.
That snooty boy.
Oh no, cutie patootie. So, Mum, she's looking at me. Bless him. Right, so
Hello, darling.
Shelby has to come along and see everyone under the table first.
This
Shelby
is
is our
usually-
dog if you've never listened to us before.
No, it's the man under the table. Say hello to us all.
Is our sound tech under the table.
Doing such a good job.
Just checking you're all plugged in still. Right, shall I serve?
Yeah.
Right, okay. So the first one I've got on my list is Going Around the Mulberry Bush.
The mulberry
Yeah.
bush, the mulberry bush.
We need to sing them first, I think.
But I've never heard it.
You never...
Never once. Could you...
So you'd hold hands in a circle and then you'd go round and you go... Do you want to sing it with me? I don't want to sing
I
it.
can't remember the lyrics. I was like,
Well, you
Here
started
we go
strong.
round the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush.
Here we go round the mulberry bush,
so early on a cold and frosty morning. Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
That sounds awful.
It's the same tune as This Is the Way We Brush Our Teeth.
It's
Oh,
the
yeah.
same song, they're all different verses.
On a cold and frosty
Frosty
morning.
morning.
Yeah.
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 There you go. That's just... Your brain's just firing on all cylinders now remembering that. So, basically, going around the mulberry bush on a frosty morning sounds pretty calm and innocent. But there's more to the story than it seems. According to a historian, this song is said to have originated from female prisoners
Oh.
Yeah.
who would exercise around the mulberry tree, or who would exercise around the mulberry tree at the jail where they were held.
Oh, that makes sense because they always walk. Their exercise is walking in a circle, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's more I mean, that's double punishment. First of all, exercising would be great in jail because you're stuck in a cell.
Yeah.
But like having to just do the same. The one in Cork, that was like a figure of 8, wasn't it? Just
Yeah.
oh my god, just like that'd be so awful all day long.
Yeah.
It's actually a specific prison in England that was a female prison. Oh, I can't remember what it's called now. Like White something. Like Whitegate. I can't remember. It's one of those prisons.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's that specific one. They used to sing it as they would go around the mulberry bush.
That's pretty cool.
And then they would clean their teeth and do all the next verses. Like
The way we brush your teeth.
yeah, I can't remember any of the others apart from clean the teeth.
This is the way we comb our hair.
Comb our hair, yeah.
Comb our hair.
Imagine I'm just saying that when you're in prison, like everyone would be fucking happy.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of murderers.
Imagine like all in seconds like, and now Team B, go.
Oh, that'd be awful.
Stab our friends down.
Won't you in school when he'll try and make you participate in something you really don't want to be there? Like, for God's sake, not this
my life.
bastard again.
I don't want to do anything at school.
So,
Thank you.
Baba Black Sheep is, well, it says, isn't the happiest of lullabies, because obviously it's just bullshit, because he's on his own.
Yeah.
But apparently there's no real consensus over what it means, but there are a few theories. Is either about medieval bull taxes that began in 1275. How the origins go back to that far?
Yeah, all of the nursery rhymes come from historic
Yeah.
references, don't they?
Or
It's European.
it could be connected to the slave trade of southern United States.
Ooh.
To me, that seems a bit far-fetched. It seems
Yeah.
like someone's made that connection themselves.
What, because of black?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just...
It makes more sense that it's valuable tax if
Yeah.
you think about it.
Because that's the whole story, pretty much.
Yeah.
It just goes better as well. It's like ba black sheep instead of ba white sheep or anything like that. It's like just
It'd just be sheep.
like all the bees.
Ba sheep.
Done.
That's
The
it.
end.
That's a
No
nursery
one
rhyme.
gets hurt, no one harmed.
Why are you not asleep yet?
See, I
Ba sheep, good night.
think... Baba Sheep, you've been a good boy. You get the whole song this time. In fact, if I lived back in the medieval era, first of all, I'd be very happy because I love that era.
Mhm.
But getting black wool would be way fucking better. Are you kidding me? It was a white, boring ass, shitty wool. I want to.
Yeah, that's very
Black
I
true.
think they used to dye it, didn't they?
Yeah, but
But you wouldn't need to if it was black.
if you're done, it's already there, waiting for you.
Especially if you're in
Yeah.
morning as well. Like easy wool, isn't it?
Also, I know this is a bit of a side note, but if you're looking at, because you're talking about dyeing, look how they made purple back in the day. It's
Yeah,
the longest, most disgusting process you'll ever see.
but the most beautiful colour.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Worth it.
Which only royalty could wear back in the day.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
That's why we have that. Because we're royalty.
We're not wearing it though, are we?
Well, that's it. Oh, changed. But as I was saying that was. I don't know.
Yeah, no, the microphones have colour.
Not purple.
Purple is my favourite colour.
There we go.
So
Yeah.
anything purple I usually buy.
So this next one is going to be held over to Sammy because it's her
Held over.
hometown story. There you go. Take
Thank
it.
you.
And that is the story of Jack and Jill.
Went up the hill.
Yeah.
To flex.
To flex.
To flex.
Boom. Pow. Just go with Arnold up there.
Jack and Jill come up the hill.
I was going to sing it, but it just went wrong.
Does that make you so sure of yourself? Jack and Bear.
Jack and Jill flex.
We carried the water pail all the way up. We got to the top and started cutting it.
Oh, man.
Oh. Right, carry on, dear.
Got a picture of Arnold flexing now.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes. Not far from where we live, there is the actual Jack and Jill Hill and the well. So if you don't know, Jack and Jill went up the hill, fetched a pail of water, Jack put down and broken
his crown, and Jill came tumbling after.
And it goes up, Jack up.
I can't remember the second bit.
No, neither can I. Basically, he went to bed and wrapped his head with vinegar
Oh,
and brown
yeah.
paper.
Dad.
But I can't fully remember the story now.
Shush.
But they've actually got it printed out on the wall near the well. There's lots of different versions. You've put me on the spot here. I should have done my research because I do know it, but I forget things really easy.
Yeah, so yeah, it's basically they went up the top of this hill to literally get water, but there's somewhere someone fell in it. There's so many different variations of it.
There's somewhere they were actually older and they were married,
Yeah.
and Jill was actually pregnant at the time.
Yeah,
Then Jack died.
By falling down that hill.
yeah.
From cracking his
Yeah.
head.
On the hill. From falling down
Yeah.
the hill, yeah.
Falling her down the hill.
Falling it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and also there's something to do with like Jack and Jill weren't supposed to be together.
Yeah.
And like Jill was already set up to be with someone, but then Jack was in the way, and then he got pushed down.
Yeah, but that's probably the real story, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the town called again?
Kilmerston.
So they have a primary school at the top there, and the well, and obviously the hill, but it is a proper great hill to climb up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that tall, but it is steep.
It's long.
Yeah.
It's long.
And it's
got
like
the whole nursery rhyme as you walk up it, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
we've done it one summer. That was a mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we did it, didn't we? And then we went to the pub, and then the next week we did it again to show someone else.
But yeah, there's also a pub at the bottom of the hill in Kilmerston, which is really nice. A really cool old sort of pub.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really cool little.
The well is so nice as well.
Yeah, it's well looked after. But it's all caged off, so you can't actually look down into it. You can look at it from where you stand, but yeah.
There's also like almost no kind of signs to tell you that there's a little one if you're driving towards the church there.
Yeah.
That tells you where it is, but other than that, you'll probably miss it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's only like it's quite a niche little thing, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
nobody knows.
Right then, on to the next, which is of course Humpty Dumpty, and I have two sources.
Two sources.
So Humpty Dumpty can be traced back to the 1797. This nursery rhyme is about King Richard III, who was killed in battle and his body left unburied for several days. Another source tells me that Humpty Dumpty was a gigantic siege cannon.
What's a siege cannon?
Just a great big cannon, yeah. Royalists employed it during the English Civil War in 1648. They set the cannon up at the top of St. Mary at the Walls Church Tower, where it remained until forces blew up the building and Humpty took his famous fall.
Okay. I think that one's a bit more legit.
Yeah.
Like you can imagine it being a cannon and
That's
just...
the one that's the one I heard first.
Yeah.
There was one about King Richard III falling off his horse, and that was the fall.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was that's the one I was kind of taught as a kid, that one.
I was taught the cannon one as a kid.
I wish I was. That's a much better story. I'd love that.
Yeah.
What a name for a cat, Humpty Dumpty.
Oh, so cool.
Was Richard III the one that they found buried in a car park? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That was a really cool day. I remember seeing that on the news. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Mm-hmm.
So that would have been from 1797 back and then found in 2012. Holy moly.
It's mental.
So my last one is about a family member.
Yeah,
Very
this
loose
one's
family
cool.
member. So in Devizes in Wiltshire, this is where this happened. The story goes that Ruth was buying corn at the exchange when the merchant found he was short of money. I know, it's bad. Everyone said that they had paid, and Ruth said that not only had she paid, but God could strike her dead if she was lying. At that moment, she was struck by lightning, and in her hand was the money that she hadn't handed over.
Oh my god.
But the nursery rhyme about it, is there...
Yeah.
Have you got it?
Got it.
Because I've not heard it before.
But, yeah, in Devizes there's like a plaque to it, and my dad and grandfather found her cottage where she grew up and the one where she lived before she died. Shut the fuck up, Shelby.
We are yet to go out there. We've been to Devizes many times, but like we've not been to see that, have we?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's the day after my birthday this one was published.
Damn.
So now the nursery rhyme. I've not read it all the way through, so I could probably butcher this. You may have heard of me. My name is Ruth. It's written on the cross for all to see. I cried on God as a witness to the truth and died. And here inscribed my history, the tale told me of. It's like old English style. That wasn't me messing up, it was legit. They said I lied, defied my God before I breathed my last. They said they found the money hid inside my hand when half a century had passed. You will have heard of me. A widow I came, all the way from Porthern, in the rain, in winter, to the marketplace to buy eternal shame. I only came for grain. All Wiltshire's heard of me. My name is Ruth. I may have lied. To God be known the truth. So it's not really.
Wow.
You can see the rhymes, can't you? But what's the tune? I wanna
It's like. I don't know.
some double bass in there as well. Isn't it?
But yes, that was quite cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's
I've heard
Tom's
that one
relative.
before.
I might be related to the devil.
So, my first one is Ring a Roses,
Mm-hmm.
which I did not realise was different in America. So over here we say Ring a Roses, a pocket full of posies, a tissue, we all fall down. But they say ashes, we all fall down.
Ashes, we all. I don't get that.
It's weird, isn't it?
We'll just change it.
Like,
Just
it's chew. That makes sense.
Unless it's like ash too, but it's like
no,
not.
it's not. It's ashes, but as in when people were burnt.
Yeah, that makes no sense. We'll just change it. This is our version.
Yeah, it's
Like,
weird.
what?
It's like when they misspell colour.
Yeah, what's that about?
No offense, Americans, but
Sorry,
why?
You know, you should just go by us when it comes to like language, because
We invented it.
Yeah.
Especially because it's called English US, the language. It's like,
Yeah.
what?
so this one is believed to be about the plague. So Ring a Roses is the round rash that they would have with the plague.
A round rash.
Yeah,
Oh.
it was like a ring.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Of
that's-
roses.
Of roses. Yeah, so it was a red ring that
Okay,
they
yeah.
would get. So they bring around the roses. Pocket full of posies. That's the flowers that they would keep in their masks or their pockets. They thought that
Yeah.
not only sort of got rid of the illness, but like it masked the smell because people stunk.
Yeah.
And then a tissue we all fall down. You
They die.
sneeze and die.
You're poorly,
Yeah.
you die. Yeah.
That's it for that one. Some people don't believe that it's about the plague, but I just
What?
feel like, of course it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really like that's one of the most relative,
Yeah.
most
Like,
with
we know
most
that
relevant.
is. I feel like that's people
So-
trying to be like.
That's it. It's the most well-known thing, like the plague doctors. That's why they had the big beasts, so they could fill them
Yeah,
with
so you
flowers.
put it
That's the
back.
literal point of it.
Mary, quite contrary.
How do your garden grow?
How does your garden grow? Silver bells and cockle shells and pretty maids all in a row.
Yep.
So this one is about Bloody Mary.
What?
Yeah. So it's her reign of murders of Protestants.
Yep.
The garden. How does your garden grow? It grows from dead bodies. That's
Yeah.
what they're saying to her. How does your garden grow, Mary?
Like your garden's blooming because you're killing so many people.
Yeah. So she's got a big fat garden because
Okay.
people are in the garden dying. And then silver bells and cockle shells are actually torture devices. Yeah, cockle shells are a torture for male genitalia.
That makes sense.
So I'm glad I was singing this as a kid.
You torture all the men.
And pretty maids all in a row would be people who were lined up to be shot or to be
Shot,
killed.
yeah, to be
killed.
Damn.
Yeah. So that
I
was
did
a
not
nice
know that.
one.
That's really cool.
I like that.
Yeah, that is. When you think about that one, it's wild because that one is like such an innocent sounding one.
Yeah.
Like some of them sound brutal, but that one's like, oh, okay, yeah, that can't
Yeah.
be wrong, can it? My favourite is Goosey Gander.
I never sang that when I was a kid.
Goosey Gander, whither dost thou wander? Up and down the stairs in my lady's chamber. There I met an old man who hadn't said his prayers, so I took him by the left leg and threw him down the stairs. So this is about Catholics and Protestants as well. A lot of them are. A lot of it comes from like Henry VIII's time, and the war on Protestants. Yeah, it's basically if you didn't say the right prayer or you were Protestant, then you'd be punished for that.
Okay.
And I believe a Goosey Gander is kind of it's something about they would hide the Protestants, and then if they were found, if they didn't declare themselves and do the right prayer, then they'd be thrown down the stairs.
Okay, yeah.
Basically.
Injured.
But not by a goose.
Just a sassy goose.
Check, yeah. The old man, he played one. This old man, he played one. He played knick-knack on my thumb with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give the dog a bone. This old man came rolling home.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one is basically
Basically.
basically this one.
Sounds in Scottish.
I'm a little bit sorry. This is about the Irish famine, potato famine.
Ah.
And it would be, you'd have a lot of Irish beggars at your door and they might sing you a song and expect money from you and people would get sick of them. Paddy was a term for, I don't know if it was an offensive term, but it was what English called the Irish, paddy.
What?
I don't know if it's offensive, I don't know, it just seems to be like a name.
Yeah.
Is it a full that? And then when we were in Ireland, there's like paddy wagons.
Yeah, that's what I mean, they've
everywhere.
embraced it, so I don't know if it was offensive or it was just a nickname or...
Yeah.
I don't know where it came from.
The proper.
Proper bear.
Like, you can't bully me because I'm going to call myself it.
Yeah.
Yeah. They commonly sung a song called Knick Knack, using spoons.
Yeah.
And the rolling home was either because English, thought all Irish people were drunks, so they would roll home after drinking, or the fact that they were travellers and they'd go rolling home in their caravans.
Okay, yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
He lives on Drury Lane.
Oh yeah, the Muffin Man. Related to the Muffin Man.
Married to the Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man.
Married to the Muffin Man.
So this one was pretty crazy. So between 1589 and 1598, Frederick Thomas Linwood, also known as the Muffin Man or the Drury Lane, I can't remember, I didn't write it down, Slicer, I think. The story goes that Linwood was a killer and he murdered up to 15 children by luring them into dark alleys with a muffin on a string.
Wow.
And he is also said to have killed 7 pastry chef rivals with a sharpened wooden spoon.
Yeah.
So it was a warning towards the Muffin Man.
And he's on Drury Lane, stay away from there.
Yeah, so to stay away from there. But also, I think later on, mothers just used it as a warning. As like the Muffin Man could be any bad person. Yeah. So to be careful of them.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Sing a Song of Sixpence.
I didn't recognise that. I can't remember how it goes.
Pocket full of rye, 4 and 20 blackbirds baked in a pie.
Yeah.
When the pie was open, the birds began to sing. Wasn't that a dandy dish to set before the king? The king was in his counting house, counting out his money. The queen was in the parlour, eating bread and honey. The maid was in the garden, hanging out the clothes, when down came a blackbird and pecked off her nose. They sent for the king's doctor, who sewed it on again. He sewed it on so neatly, the seam was never seen. The last one was an added one. I never remember the last one. It ended, it pecked off her nose for me.
Yeah, it pecked off her nose.
They sent for a doctor.
King's doctor, he saved it again. It was always pecked off her nose.
Yeah, I'd never heard that before. Apparently that's one of the earliest, it just stopped being used, basically. So in an Italian cookbook from 1549, oh my god, that was huge. He's literally going to get brain damage from his table.
I know.
Oh, that explains it. There was a Italian cookbook from the 1500s that tells you how to cook a pie with live birds in, because it was an entertainment. You'd put it before the king, like Henry VIII had it, and you'd cut it open and birds flew out.
Mm-hmm. What?
Yeah.
I do not understand how you put it in the oven
to cook it, unless you cook the pastry. You might cook the lid after and then put it on top after putting the birds in there.
What, you think they're just in a dish and then they've got a top on?
Yeah. Then you just put a cooked pastry lid on top.
But then there's no pie.
Maybe it's just all for a shebang.
Yeah.
And then, here's the actual pie.
Yeah. The other thing was that blackbirds were seen as an illusion, which I'm not sure what it means, to monks during the Henry VIII period. They were basically like a bad omen for monks.
Oh.
So Henry VIII would use that against them.
So
that might be why they had it come out of the pie.
Yeah.
Orange and lemons.
Rings a bell.
That one.
Ha! Rings a bell.
Well,
Orange and lemon, say the bells of St. Clement's. You owe me 5 farthings, say the bells of St. Martin's. When will you pay me, say the bells of Old Bailey. When I grow rich, I can't say that word, that's ironic. Says the bells of Shoreditch. When will that be, say the bells of Stepney. I do not know, said the great bell of Bow. Here comes a candle to light you to bed, and here comes a chopper to chop off your head. Chip, chop, the last one is dead.
Yeah,
Again, that last bit, I think, was an earlier one, because I just remember it. Here comes a candle to light you to bed, and here comes a chopper to chop off your head.
Yeah, it ended there for me as well.
So this is execution. People who were on death row and were being executed would be kept in a prison, and on execution day, they would pass through all of these churches while the bells were going. So they would ring the bells to let people know there's an execution happening while they were going through the town, and then they'd get there and chop their head off.
So like on Game of Thrones, it's like shame.
Yeah,
shame
so that's what they would be doing through
Yeah.
London. It would be all the bells going off of these churches.
Ah,
Which I thought was cool.
that's cool.
Never like just exaggerate more, like chopped off the head. Chip chop,
Chip,
chip
chop.
chop. Keep going.
I just love this show. I loved a nursery rhyme when I was young. Just sung all of these, and now I'm like, oh,
Well,
okay.
That's why I like horror film. No,
It's really sassy.
no, 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 no.
I knew he was going to do it. Ready for the next one?
don't know. I shall be.
Ready for the next one? Okay.
Yeah.
A ladybird, ladybird.
He's not ready.
It's not ready. Ladybird, ladybird.
No, never heard of that one.
No. Ladybird, ladybird, fly away home. Your house is on fire. Your children will burn, except for the little one whose name is Anne, who hid away in the frying pan.
God's sake.
Yeah. There are quite a few theories about this one. One is that it's again about Protestants and how they were burned at the stake. So, the threat of burning them or their house for not following.
I like
Okay,
the irony of that. The one that doesn't burn's in the frying pan.
Yeah, why Anne is in a frying pan? I don't know. I don't know that bit.
Shit, there's a fire, dude. This is
So,
better.
do you know what? I know exactly where to go. It would be really safe.
The other thing, which is a lot nicer, I hope this one's true. After farmers had their harvest, they would release thousands of ladybirds to protect their crops.
Yeah.
So when it was time to burn the fields, they'd sing the rhyme and get them to
Get
go.
out!
Yeah,
I like that one. Yeah.
I like that one too. Again, it's different in America because they say ladybug.
Oh yeah, the
instead of
ladybug.
Ladybug.
Which makes more sense. It's a bug, not a bird.
Yeah.
True.
So-
They've got us on that one, I'll give them that.
Yeah.
Do you know what's funny as well? When you say ladybird so many times, you forget what a ladybird is if you don't think about it.
Same as anything.
Ladybird.
Like, it sounds really weird. You're like, wait, it's a bird? There's no birds that look like a lady. What are ladybirds? And then,
Yeah, they're weird, aren't they? Because they're not particularly ladylike. They're pretty, but
What do you think on Bug's Life? He's not ladylike at all, is he?
he's definitely not ladylike. He's very pretty, though.
Yeah, handsome chap.
Yeah. What was I going to say? I feel like every time I see a ladybird now, it's red. And there used to be so many different colour ones when we were younger, right? There was always green and yellow ones. I have not seen a green or yellow ladybird in years.
I've never seen a green one, but I've seen like orange and black ones.
Yeah, I've never seen
and black, yeah.
I've never seen a black one for like literally
Yeah.
years now.
Oh,
Since I was a
have
kid,
you
it
seen
must
the
be.
black one with the red dot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember seeing one when I was a kid, but I've never seen one since.
No, that's true. But then, to be honest, bugs are kind of dying off anyway, even though they seem like they're everywhere all the time, because of new crop stuff and everyone's buying stuff to kill off insects, which is
very close to the farm as well, and you can tell when it's being sorted.
Go in the bath.
So, yeah.
Go on, let's get in the bath.
shouldn't
Bath?
mind.
Old Mother Hubbard.
Sat in her cupboard.
She went to her cupboard. She didn't sit in her cupboard.
You know the gist of them, you
Yeah.
Yeah, I know there's something about a cupboard.
Yeah. Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to give her poor dog a bone. When she came there, the cupboard was bare, and so the little dog had none. She went to the baker's to buy him some bread. When she came back, the dog was dead. She went to the undertaker's to buy him a coffin. When she came back, the dog was laughing.
It was a bit laughing.
Yeah.
Laughing.
Coffin laughing. I'm not a rapper, I don't know how to do it.
Is it coughing and laughing?
Laughing and laughing.
Or is it a coughing and laughing?
That's just a mind
I'm
fuck.
not sure. I know.
Your dog's dead. Buy the coffin. Come back. It's
So-
back live.
So is the like explanation of it. So I'm gonna try and make it. Yeah. It's basically all about Henry VIII
Oh.
and Cardinal Thomas Wolsey.
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 Yeah.
Yeah. So it's about those two and his. Oh. what
Did you
was
just snap his
that?
neck?
No.
What was that?
I don't know why you made that noise. I'm just doing this.
Oh,
He just really enjoyed it because his eyes
Oh,
were
and I-
closed.
All right.
Ah.
I was like.
I think he's like slowly whining because he's like,
Oh.
yeah. He's feeling sorry for himself.
Bless him.
And that's where he's hit his head, and now I'm wiping where his head is hurting. And he's like, can you like, this is nice, but ow.
Oh,
Okay.
shucks, baby.
You hurt my heart.
I know, so distracting. So it's about Henry VIII trying to divorce Catherine of Aragon.
Which is his first wife?
Yep. So basically, put into different, to like basic terms, the cardinal is the dog, Henry VIII is the bone, and the divorce he wished is the cupboard. No, the Catholic Church is the cupboard.
Okay, yeah.
So they went to the cupboard to find something, but they wouldn't give it to them.
Yep.
So he went somewhere else, and the dog died because he couldn't get the divorce, but then he actually got it, so he was laughing.
Okay.
It's a really confusing way to put it.
You can kind of see it though. Yeah.
Kind of. It like
Yeah.
clicked with me before, and then I was like, no, I didn't know. I don't know about that. But yeah.
Yeah, it makes that explanation makes more sense than the actual thing itself.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, why would you just feed your dog bread?
Yeah.
Very bad. I do not recommend it. Dogs should not eat bread. Although.
Lucy Lockett.
Something in a pocket.
That's Lucy Lockett.
Lucy Lockett lost her pocket. Kitty
Yes.
Fisher found it. Not a penny was in there. Only ribbon round it.
Yeah.
So this is about a prostitute in 18th century London. Basically, Lucy Lockett lost her pocket, meaning she lost her boyf. She lost her fiancé. He ran off with Kitty Fisher, and he had to pay for her so much that he went broke. And that's it.
Oh, okay.
Spent it was money and lost his wife.
Yeah.
Nice.
In Fleet, it happened all in Fleet Street in London.
Ooh.
3 blind mice.
Dun, dun, dun.
See how they run, see how they run. They run on after the farmer's wife. She cut off the tails with a carving knife. Did you ever see such a sight in your life as 3 blind mice? Again, this one's to do with Protestants. They're all like Henry
Wow.
VIII. That they are a symbol of the priests who were burned for their beliefs.
Oh.
Yeah, so they were. There was 3 Protestant loyalists: Martyrs, Ridley, and Latimer. Oh, there was a 4th called Cranmer, but he's not involved.
Yeah.
Accused of plotting against Queen Mary I, and so they were burned at the stake. And the blindness refers to their Protestant belief, because if you were Protestant, then you were blind towards the real faith.
Oh.
Should have been. Peter Pumpkin Eater.
Never heard that one.
Peter Pumpkin Eater had a wife but couldn't keep her. He put her in a pumpkin shell, and there he kept her very well. The original is Eeper Weeper Chimney Sweeper. Had a wife but couldn't keep her. Had another, didn't love her. Up the chimney did he shove her.
I like that one better.
Sorry, Shelby. I'll just keep doing this.
Eeper Weeper Chimney Sweeper.
Yeah. I wish I'd known that as a kid. I only knew Pumpkin Peter Eater. Pumpkin Peter Eater. So Peter, the Pumpkin Eater. It's about he falls in love with a prostitute and can't keep her because she's a prostitute.
Mm-hmm.
So he bakes her into a pie instead.
Does he eat her?
The only rational thing to do there.
It doesn't say if he ate her, but I feel like if you're going to make a pie,
May as
Like, you're
well.
going to go
Don't
through
want
all
it
that
to go to
effort.
waste, do you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, back then they didn't have enough money, so
Yeah.
I'm assuming he had.
Okay.
The other one that it could be is King John in the 13th century. He bricked a rebellious nobleman's wife into a wall to starve to death for her.
I've heard
She's
that,
probably just
actually.
being annoying.
Yeah.
It could be about that as well, which is pretty vague for what that is, but could be.
Seems legit.
Yeah. Half a pound of toppling rice.
Why is it that?
It
I recognise that.
Yeah.
I do recognise that.
Half a pound of treacle. That's the way the money goes. Goes the weasel.
Yep.
A penny for a spool of thread, a penny for a needle. That's the way the money goes. Pop goes the weasel. Round and round the chestnut tree, the badger chased the weasel. They ran and round and had great fun. Pop goes the weasel. Up and down the city road in and out the steeple. Round the town and back again. Pop goes the weasel. The one that I knew was all around the chicken coop. The possum chased the weasel. The monkey thought it was all in fun. Pop goes the weasel. Because I could not think of the verse that I used to sing because there's so many.
I think mine was half a pound of treacle.
I definitely did the treacle one, and then I'm sure I went into the chicken coop and possum.
I can't do that because I've got nails. So annoying.
So
can you use your finger?
Can you do it in someone else's mouth?
Oh, shit.
Oh no, sorry, Tom.
No, I can't. It's the wrong angle. I need your other. Wait, I need it to come from this angle.
Shelby, give me your paw.
Oh no, he'll be like,
I'm
you
joking,
fucking
I'm joking.
dare.
Can you imagine?
He doesn't like his paws being touched.
I'll do it with my toe instead.
Oh,
It's really annoying. I've got claws on.
I don't think I can do it. I'm not a lefty.
You did a really good one when you did that. Like,
You have to like blow your cheek a bit out.
can you do the thing with a water?
No. Did I do it then?
That was really good. You just did it.
I do know that was
I didn't
good.
really.
My brother can do it so well.
You did a really good one.
Shelby's like, what the fuck?
You just let down.
So it's not a nursery rhyme about fun animals.
Oh
It's
wow.
actually about I almost said puberty then. Poverty.
Okay.
Completely different things. Sometimes. Pop goes the weasel is a slang term for pawning your coat.
Oh.
I don't know why. Pop goes the weasel.
Like there he goes. You know, just sold him. Pop goes the weasel.
Yeah, so it's basically about people just trying to live during poverty. It's raining, it's pouring.
The old
The old
man
man's
is snoring.
snoring.
He went to bed and bumped his head and couldn't get up in the morning. So this one is believed. What's wrong with me? Believed to be about alcohol and how he drank himself basically to death.
Nice.
Yeah, that one's pretty simple. Little Bo Peep lost her sheep and can't tell where to find them. Leave them alone and they come home, bring their tails behind them. There's lots of other bits to it. In fact, if you read through it, okay, let me read through it because there isn't really an explanation, but it's just a really weird, when you listen to all of it, it's really weird.
Okay.
Little Bo Peep lost her sheep and can't tell where to find them. Leave them alone and they'll come home, bring their tails behind them. Little Bo Peep fell fast asleep and dreamt she heard them bleating. But when she woke, she found it a joke, for they were still all fleeting. Then up she took her little crook, determined to find them. She found them indeed, but made her heart bleed, for they'd left their tails behind them. It happened one day as Bo Peep did stray into a meadow hard by. There she espied their tails side by side, all hung up on a tree to dry. She heaved and sighed and wiped her eye, and over the hillocks went rambling, and tried what she could, as shepherds should, to track again each to its lambkin.
Oh, wow.
So she only found the sheep's tails all pinned up to a tree.
That's so dark. That's
That's
awful.
weird.
I know, I did not know that was the next verse, to be honest.
No.
I hadn't heard that.
Why are kids taught these things?
I know. So there isn't really an explanation.
But it's still dark. Still.
Yeah. The last one I've got, I just did this one for you, Sammy, because it's funny. Lavender blue, dilly dilly.
That's
So,
My niece actually tried to get me to sing that to her to go to sleep one, and I don't know any of the lyrics, but I do a little bit.
It's yeah, it's a weird song. So let me just listen to the lyrics. Lavender blue, dilly dilly, lavender is. I'm not going to sing it. Lavender's green. When I am king, dilly dilly, you shall be queen. Who told you so, dilly dilly? Who told you so? 'Twas mine own heart, dilly dilly, that told me so. Call up your men, dilly dilly, set them to work. Some to the plough, dilly dilly, some to the fork. Some to make hay, dilly dilly, some to reap corn. While you and I, dilly dilly, keep ourselves warm. Roses are red, dilly dilly, violets are blue. Because you love me, dilly dilly, I will love you. Let the birds sing, dilly dilly, and the lambs play. We shall be safe, dilly dilly, out of harm's way. So it sounds quite nice, but it's actually about people having an affair.
Oh.
They send their husbands away to the field to do their work, and then they go and keep warm with somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
That's basically all of them.
what film was that on?
Cinderella.
That's
Cinderella. I'm about to say it.
I recognise the dilly dilly
Yeah.
bits.
It's when she's singing out the window and they're like, "Does your cat learn to sing?" Not that I've seen that film before.
Does your cat learn to sing?
Yeah, that's what he
That's
says.
mean.
Yeah.
Because they hide her up in the attic. They're like, "There's no one who lives here that will fit that slipper." The Grand Old Duke of York as well. That's one that is a true story, but I don't think there's anything really dark about it.
I did. Yeah. So there was several things about the Grand Old Duke of York, but basically about the Grand Old Duke of York taking his 10,000 men up a hill.
He marched them up to the top of the hill.
And they didn't come back down because they all died.
Yeah.
That's basically the story.
When they're up, they're up. When they're down, they're down.
When they were only halfway up, they were neither up or down.
They were not.
They're prenupped.
I should sing Nursery, right? They're meant to help your cognitive skills and your development. I should keep singing them.
Have you stopped? Why did you stop?
I never did.
There was once a time.
There's no new nursery rhymes, are they? Worth listening to. Not like the old school ones.
Wind the bobbin up.
Wind the bobbin up. Well, it's a fun one, actually.
Clap, clap, clap.
How old's that?
Don't know.
I don't know. I really don't know.
I'm talking like from the last couple of years.
Yeah, but they would just be, where's your hands? There's your hands. And that's how we play happy hands.
The other one is London Bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to play this at school because you'd have one person there, one person here, and you'd have one person in the middle. Or you'd go like this or shake it, and then people would jump in between, and then you'd capture someone, and they'd be stuck in the middle.
Oh,
and it's basically because when London Bridge was built, they did sacrifices because they thought they had to do that to keep people going or keep the bridge up or something. So it was mostly kids that were used in London Bridge. And that's why you trap them, and then you don't let them go, and then they're out.
Sacrificed.
Yeah.
Fair
We
play.
played lots. Did you ever hear the one where you'd go like that?
Oh, yeah.
And it would be,
I can't remember the rhyme.
there were so many. Under the apple tree.
Under the apple tree.
My friend said to me, love me, tell me that you love me.
I just went into a different song as well.
The
the
my
freckle
mama
frogs.
told me,
Five little speckled freckle frogs sat on a speckled frog, eating the most delicious grub. Yep. That's more of a song though, not necessarily
Yeah,
a nursery
that's
rhyme,
true.
but it's got one in my head.
Same. Yeah.
Thank you. That was really cool.
It's good.
Scary place, isn't it?
Yeah, scary old world, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or isn't it? It's a funny old world, isn't it?
Funny old word there.
What's that from?
Pirates of the Caribbean?
No.
Funny old world, isn't it? Is it not Bed Knobs and Broomsticks?
Yeah, it's one like that with what's her face in.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. Funny old world, isn't it? And he bites an apple.
So I've heard that somewhere else as well.
Oh, it is Pirates of the Caribbean.
When he's bites
Oh,
at the
yeah,
end of...
fucking hell. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Do you think he's quoting it?
When he's
Funny
with
old
Captain
world,
Barbossa, he's like, funny
Yeah.
old world, isn't it?
Yeah, and then Captain Barbossa's like, you fucker, eating my apples.
Eating my fucking apples. I fucking love those apples. I live for apples. Fucking loves his apples.
I'll need a whole bushel of apples.
Oh, great big bushel of apple. I feel. God, the apple that.
Right, that was fantastic.
Fantastic. Thank you, guys. That was really good.
No worries.
Well, I'm going to go and put my feet in the pool real quick because I'm boiling.
Just sweating out, and then
I'm
we'll
so
get
warm.
on to our next episode.
Yeah.
But yeah. Cool. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.
As always.
And then I'll stop talking now and let these guys sign off because I always do.
Hi.
Bye.